Hey, what's happening everyone? Joey Kissimmee here with IncomePress.com, and in this video today I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to use this Market Samurai keyword research tool to really hone in and to help me figure out exactly who my ideal audience is going to be for my DIY blog. That perfect person, that right audience that's going to fit, match, and resonate with what I'm trying to do here with this DIY blog. And I'm also going to show you how I'm going to use that to figure out what domain I'm going to be choosing and going with. It's important that you choose the right domain so that it can resonate with your ideal audience. Remember, I'm building a blog that matters here. I'm using Corbett Barr's principles to build a blog that matters, to build a huge and thriving audience. I really want this DIY blog to reach out to as many DIYers out there and to really help those guys out there that's just like me, okay? Because I'm a DIYer myself. But not just any DIYer, because there's a ton of DIYers out there, and there's only a specific ones that I'm targeting. Remember, my ideal audience. Okay, now before I proceed, I have to tell you that this Market Samurai tool is a premium tool, which means it's a paid tool. Okay, and I just want to let you know up front that this is not, I repeat, this is not a sales video or promotional type of video whatsoever. It's just simply me showing you the exact stuff that I'm doing, the exact tools that I'm using. Okay, I think it's only fair that I tell you exactly the stuff that I'm doing and using here, the tools that I'm using, because why tell you I'm using something else when I'm really not? Okay, so with that said, I am an affiliate with Market Samurai, which means if you purchase Market Samurai through my affiliate link, which if you do, I will love you to death, okay, I will get a commission. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and proceed with this tutorial. Okay, now the first thing that I like to do here with the Market Samurai, okay, I actually like to go ahead and put in some of the keywords that I want to use in my domain. Okay, for example, I got here like DIY projects, do-it-yourself projects, simple DIY, simple weekend DIY, and so forth. Okay, and I just do that by starting with the main broad one, DIY, because that's the niche I'm getting into. Obviously, that domain is not available, but that just getting into that so I can keep everything organized. And then I just add the rest here. You know, I just type it in there, you know, like so, and then just add the keywords there. All right, and you see I only have a few. I don't want to do any of this phrase length thing here, generate keywords. This is just simply domains that I would like to use. Okay, and this is that to help me really figure out who my ideal audience is going to be, and then, you know, to figure out the exact domains that I go with. Okay, now before I actually, you know, do this step, I actually do an exercise to see what my ideal audience is going to be. So I already have an idea. So basically this is like the second step, you know, to really help me figure out the exact domains that I'm going to use for my ideal audience. Okay, so now that I got this here, I'm just going to go ahead and click on keyword analysis, and I already went ahead and did this just so we won't wait, you know, too long here and stuff, and we could just breeze on by. Anyways, I went ahead and just analyzed the keywords already. Okay, now I usually look for, when I'm looking for keywords, I usually look for search engine traffic, which is this one here. Okay, this is the amount of search engine traffic that I could potentially get at the #1 spot, meaning like the clicks. Okay, daily clicks that I can expect or, you know, maybe get at the #1 spot for these keywords. Okay, and I also like to go look at the PBR, which is a phrase to broad ratio, which means that the percentage of the people that are actually using that specific keyword. Okay, actually going in there and searching for that specific keyword. So basically, like this one is 82%. That's 82% of these here searches, which is the amount of people, or the average amount of people that actually search. So 82% of that. So this one would be 6% of 2,900, 55 out of 36, so and so forth. Okay, but my main focus here is search engine traffic and PBR. Okay, I don't really look at this other stuff here. The money really doesn't matter to me at this point. Okay, so we're looking at a few here. Okay, now there's a few domains that I already bought. One of them is Simple DIY, all right, and Simple Weekend Projects. Okay. Now, looking here at the search engine traffic, obviously this one here, DIY, I mean, like I said, that's not available, but that's just way too damn much. Okay, just too much competition to just way, you'd be crazy to get into that or try even attempt. Okay, so some of the other ones here look pretty good. Okay, do-it-yourself projects. Okay, it's got a good amount of daily clicks for search engine traffic, but only a PBR of 6%. That's really not good. Okay, all this traffic just is really not good. All right, so right here, DIY projects, that's fairly decent. Okay, 1500 SEO traffic, and then 55 PBR, phrase to broad ratios. That's actually excellent. But what's not excellent is the SEO competition. Look at this, 7 million. It's just too crazy, right? So that would be difficult to get into. And if I were to get that domain, which I don't think is available for the .com, it would be impossible. Now, Simple DIY, that's pretty. That's looking kind of sexy there. Okay, it's 450 daily SEO traffic, but that's cool. That's a lot of traffic. 20% of the people, that search, which is a little over 1,000, search for that exact same term. All right, and only 200 SEO traffic, 20,000 SEO traffic or SEO competition. So that's fairly decent. I actually like that. Okay, that's why I bought that domain. All right. Now looking at this other one, Simple Weekend DIY, that's not even available to domain, so forget about that. But look at this one, Simple Weekend Projects. Okay, the other one, I've actually owned that domain for like nearly 2 years, and I just never done it. So I'm after 2 years, I'm actually starting this thing. Okay, but look at this, only 6 searches. Okay, only 2 clicks that I could possibly see from on a daily basis from that, and only 13% of that 6 search. I mean, this is nothing. Now the competition is pretty good, so I could run that right there. Okay, and then weekend DIY projects, so there's a lot to look at here. Now, anybody would go in here and just automatically go ahead and choose Simple DIY as a domain, right? Well, the .com's not available, but I did get the .co. So simpleDIY.co. It's good, it's sexy, short, good amount of searches. Simple Weekend Projects is a little bit long, but it's okay. Long domains are not good, but it is good if it's something simple and easy that someone can just simply remember. Simple Weekend Project. Who doesn't know how to spell that, and who can't remember that, right? So anyways, the average person would go ahead and stick with Simple DIY. But see, remember, I'm looking for that ideal audience, that perfect person that really is going to fit with what I'm trying to do here. My whole theme here is Simple Weekend Projects that you could do, in over a weekend. Okay, so that's really why I like this one, but I'm really liking this Simple DIY. But now let's go ahead and dig in deeper to see which one of those would be best for me. Okay, so now that I eliminated some of the other ones, okay, and I stuck with 2, it's just a process of elimination here, guys. But you could go ahead and use this strategy I'm about to show you to really hone in on your ideal audience. Okay, and this is really where it gets good. Okay, now to go ahead and just check on that specific keyword, you would go ahead and click on the key thing here. Okay, this opens up a new window or a new folder right up here. So let me just do one that I haven't done yet already, like this one here. So you see how it just popped up open. Okay, so a brand new one opened. All right, then what I would do is just go in there. Okay, and I would actually right now, see, I already got everything set up, guys, just to speed everything up here. But here now, instead of adding keywords, what I'm going to use, Market Samurai to actually generate some related keywords towards that one specific little Simple DIY term. Okay, and I actually like to go with 3, and 6 words max. All right, I generate the keywords. Once I'm done generating them, I go ahead right down here and click on Keyword Analyze. All right, again, all this is done already, just to speed things up. I click on Analyze Keywords, and it's going to just give me all these numbers. Okay, now obviously there's over 600 keywords here, and I really don't need all of them. because they're really not, you know, the majority of them aren't going to be helpful for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start eliminating and just really honing down on some specific targeted keywords here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do here, go to here to SEO traffic, and I'm going to put in minimum of 50 traffic that I want on a daily basis. Okay, 50 clicks per day. That's excellent. All right. Now, phrase to broad ratio, I'm going to put it at a minimum of 10%. Now, you see how right down here, let me go ahead and turn it off right here. Just focus on this keyword part here. Look at how it just takes away and adds it. See? So by me doing that stuff here, just filtering the keywords that I actually want, I dropped it from like 600 and whatever it was to 57. Okay, now I could deal with that. Now I go here to SEO traffic, and I make sure that that's from the biggest to the smallest. And then I go down here and I start looking at the same thing, SEO traffic and PPR ratios and stuff. I really don't look at the money here, guys. Really, at this point, it's too early in the game for that. Okay, it's just I'm looking for the ideal customer, or not the customer, the ideal audience. Okay, so I'm looking here at the keywords. Okay, living room designs, crafts and make, interior designs, arts and crafts, home designs, Mother's Day, thing, birthday gifts, small kitchen design. You see, when I did my exercise to figure out who my ideal audience is, it wasn't a person who was into arts and crafts or little, creative gift ideas and stuff like that. Okay, it was more of the home improvement type stuff. There are some keywords here that fits my ideal audience. Okay, let me see if I can find one here. Look at this, ways to give money. Nothing that to do with what with my thing. Halloween home decor. That could be fit something. I'm into Halloween. Home improvement ideas. Home improvement ideas is more my thing. Home remodeling, but the majority of this stuff, it's like arts and crafty and stuff like that. I'm not really into arts and crafts, nothing whatsoever. Okay, I'm into fixing things and doing stuff, remodeling, things like that. So the majority of these keywords and these people here searching for this stuff, okay, the majority of these keywords that fit simple DIY, the website, or that search term, that keyword term, really ain't my ideal audience. Okay, so I'm just looking down here. It just wouldn't work for me. Even though the domain is maybe perfect, but look at what that domain would attract. Okay, it would attract the wrong audience for me. Okay, when they come to my site, they're gonna be like, "Huh, what's this about?" They're just going to leave. So this wouldn't be a good domain for me, because the people that matches with that, it just wouldn't be right. Okay, now let's look at simple weekend projects, okay, and see what they come up with. All right, now I already did all the filtering and all that stuff. Okay, I'm down to 46 keywords in this one. All right, now look at the keywords here. I did the same thing in order from SEO traffic from top to bottom, right, or the most to the bottom. But look at the stuff here, right? Like home interior design, or let's go around here, home design ideas, bedroom design ideas, a little bit to the, arts and crafts stuff, but still, all right? Bathroom remodeling ideas, okay? Woodworking plans. I'm a woodworker. I love woodworking. Kitchen remodel ideas, kitchen remodeling ideas, home painting, woodworking, easy wood projects, okay? Home improvement ideas. Now, you see, the majority of these people here organize, storage solutions, simple wood projects, toy box plans. Now, this here fits my ideal audience, okay? The majority of these keywords here fits that person that I'm trying to attract, okay? Home improvement projects, home renovating ideas, small wood projects. You see, it's all this stuff fits that audience, my ideal audience. So you see, even though this simple weekend projects domain may not be good in itself, but the audience that it attracts, does. Okay, and I could just look at here at the search engine traffic, the PBR, and it just fits. It's really good stuff, and I could deal with this stuff. I mean, look at that, woodworking plans, SEO traffic, very good. I like going anything over 100. Okay, 13%. All right, the SEO traffic is not too crazy, but still, you know. Home remodeling. What's the other one? Bathroom design ideas. I mean, look at this stuff. These type of people that really that really would be perfect for my blog and what I'm trying to do here and all this stuff. Okay, so after looking at all this stuff, and I've actually looked at some of the other ones as well, you know, I decided to go with Simple Weekend Projects as my domain. Okay, as my base, as my hub. I seriously, honestly believe that that's the perfect one for me right now, because that one right there would attract the exact person, that ideal audience that I'm trying to go for, that I'm trying to attract. There's more of them there than this other Simple DIY one there. Okay, so you know, I hope this little thing here helps you in choosing your domain and helping you figure out your ideal audience. I mean, because this is really what it's about. I mean, if you're going to really put your blood, sweat, and tears into something, make sure that you're going after the right market, that right audience that's really going to, you know, say, okay, now this here. Remember, it's all about building a blog that matters. It's all about building a thriving audience that's really going to dig your stuff and just going to love your stuff, you know, and really, you know, I mean, there's tons and tons of DIYers out there, but not all of them relate to what I'm trying to do here. I could only, you know, do just a small portion of it. That small portion of it is a big chunk of the pie. Okay, so, you know, let me know what you thought of this video here. Let me know what you thought of this. If you've got any other cool tricks or ideas or whatever, or tips on how to do this, something similar to this, let me know. You know, I'm always open to doing new things and new ideas, you know. But yeah, Simple Weekend Projects, that's the one I went with, and that's what I'm going with. And let's see what happens. Okay, so with that said, this is Joey Kissimmee. Peace. I love it for free, and I'll see you on the next.